Dzień dobry. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be here in Krakow with you this afternoon. And congratulations to those of you who have made it to the end of this quite long afternoon session. I'm sorry if I'm the only thing now between you and your dinner, so I will be reasonably brief. So I am from the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association in the UK. We are an organisation that represents British workplace pension schemes. And we like to think we have a long tradition in the UK of providing good workplace pensions. But even so, not every one of our employers does that. I think Ava was reminding us that employers should take responsibility for pension saving. Well, many do in the UK, but not all, and we'll come on to a little more of that later. But we do have a long tradition of workplace pension saving in the UK. As you can see from this slide, together with our friends in the Netherlands, we're the largest pension saving nation in Europe. You can see on the right there the UK's total volume of workplace pension saving, about 1.7 trillion euros. I've put the Polish figure in as well, 416 million euros. So you're at the start of the journey, I suppose. So we do have that long tradition. One of the problems, though, that comes with scale is expectations. And to listen sometimes to our politicians speaking, it's rather as if they expect pension schemes to solve all their problems for them, as if pension funds are going to fly in like a bunch of superheroes and solve all the problems of modern society. Just one or two examples. Ava again was talking about the expectation that Polish pension funds will invest in infrastructure. Well, that's just the same in the UK. Our government is looking to our members to finance rebuilding Britain. They're looking to us also for our members to invest in social housing, building affordable housing. Also, of course, we have the European Commission's current pet project, the Capital Markets Union. The European Commission is expecting pension funds to be key players in that great project. And then, of course, as you know all too well here in Poland, governments are quick to look to pension funds when it comes to bailing out the government and tackling public sector debt. And I should also have put on this slide the increasing expectation from society that pension funds will be in the vanguard of leading ethical and socially responsible investment. And I think that is a reasonable expectation, and it's an area where we are going to have to do more and more in the future. So, a lot of expectations on pension funds. Our members do make a major contribution to the economy. They do deliver value in the economy. And as you can see from this chart on the left there, it shows where our members are putting their money. They have 32% of their assets invested in equities, another 13% or so in corporate bonds. That's a lot of money going into supporting and investing in companies. Not all in the UK, of course. The chart on the right divides up that 32% of our assets that go into equities and looks at which countries and which regions it goes to. And you can see 6.9% is in UK equities, but a bigger figure, 8%, is in North American stocks and shares. I hope there are not going to be any reasons in the near future to change that investment. And also, 4% or so goes into non-UK European companies. So British pension funds are investing right across Europe. The point I draw from that is that our members are truly global investors. One of the big issues on my agenda at the moment is, of course, Brexit. What are its consequences for British pension funds? Whatever the outcome, one of our key requirements is that British pension schemes should still have access to global markets for investment. It's important also that they have access to skills and talent from around the world. Gregor, I think, was speculating that that might change after Brexit, that perhaps Polish workers wouldn't be so able to come to the UK. We certainly hope that that won't be the case, and we can still benefit from the best of your country's talents and good work ethic as well. So, British pension funds making a major contribution to the economy. But what about the value they deliver to employees as well? And I want to share with you this afternoon a huge change that we've made in our pension system, and that has been the introduction of automatic enrolment, which we started 4 years ago in 2012. Auto-enrolment is simple. It means that every employer is required to put their employees into a workplace-based pension scheme. We started, as I say, 4 years ago, and started with the largest companies, the ones best placed to get this going. We also started at a low level of contributions. This will all scale up over a period of 6 years, and eventually we'll have the smallest employers in the system by 2018, and by then we'll have 8% contributions going in, 3% from employers, 4% from employees, 1% from tax relief. All this is helping to tackle the lack of a savings culture. I think several of my fellow panelists talked about this. Victor was saying that 3/4 of Poles have no access to a well-designed pension system. And Mikhail was bemoaning the fact that Poles are not willing to take action themselves. Well, it's been just the same in the UK. Automatic enrolment tries to get over that problem of inertia. And the great news is, this has been a fantastic success. 7 million more people are now saving for a pension in the UK because of auto-enrolment. And at last, we are reversing the long-term decline in workplace pension saving. Now, we are just approaching the challenging point. We're just now at that point where small companies are coming into the system. They're not so used to providing pensions. We may see some more difficulties. And although employees can opt out of this system, only 10% have been doing so far, lower than expected. But as contributions go up, as people see more money going out of their monthly pay packet, it's possible that opt-out rates might rise. We shall see. But so far, so good. Auto-enrolment has been a great success. There'll be a review of auto-enrolment next year. And these are some of the challenges it will look at. What can we do to get contributions up even further? 8% isn't enough. I think one of my colleagues was talking about 2% being low. Well, certainly it is. 8% low as well. How can we get that up? What about the self-employed? That's a huge sector of the economy that is not covered by auto-enrolment at present. And what about making better use of technology? We heard our colleague from Uber talking this afternoon about what they've done to revolutionize the taxi business. Can we use modern tech to deliver better information, get people engaged, more engaged with their saving? We're trying to introduce a pensions dashboard in the UK, so people will be able to see all their pension saving in one place. But perhaps we can go beyond that. That would be a great theme for us to discuss in the future. So, British pension schemes, I like to think, are delivering a big contribution to the UK, European and international economy. They're delivering a good service for their employees. That's all I have to say, other than to thank you for your attention, to wish you a good evening and say Milego Viejoro. Thank you.